Okay. Heading back to work. And just typical. Had a little incident right before I left the house. Just put me in a bad frame of mind. Don't know what to say. I don't know what the point is. You know, it would be nice if some little piece of luck would come my way. Just something, you know? Something good. You know, beyond just, oh, the sun came up again today. Oh, and I have enough to eat. Oh. No, I mean some extraordinary piece of good fortune. Something. But no. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm in a totally pissy, shitty mood now. Okay. You know, it must be nice to be able to, I don't know, to not be weighed down by obligations, forced to work at a job that you absolutely hate. My wife and I watched the first season of this British mystery show called Whitechapel. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was pretty pro forma. But the background of the main character is that his father was some big shot on the police force, and his father's buddies were all at the upper echelons of the police force. And so when his son enters the police force, his future career is already mapped out. All he has to do is keep his hands clean and he'll rise to the top. And his career, it's all about the career, you know. The job, getting the job done, the actual work, that is immaterial compared to the career and the prestige of moving ahead rank by rank. And it's the same bullshit at the post office. On the TV show, he's talking about, well, I've taken all these courses that qualify me for this next step and this next step. And it's the same thing at the post office. The bitch we have supervising us now, I heard her say one time, I know how to supervise every single operation in this building, not because I know the operation, but because I know how to supervise people, meaning she knows how to snap orders at people. She spends all of her time staring at the computer screen, going over courses, going over updates, you know, nothing to do with the actual job. Anytime she, you know, lays her hands to the job, it's just to look around and see if people are goofing off. She knows nothing about the operation. It's all about career, moving ahead. Look at the prestige that I have accrued unto myself. And it's the same with the big shots who run the post office. They don't give a rat's ass about service to the public. It's all about numbers on a screen. It's all about this and that score on some digital database. My so-and-so scores are up, so therefore I'm qualified to move up, head to the next level. I can buy a bigger house and a more prestigious car. I can wear more fancy jewelry and stinking perfume to work. And her Facebook page is nothing but pictures of her making faces. Ooh, my lips are pooched out in this one. My cheekbones are pulled in on this one. Whatever. It's just... There's a Simpsons episode where Homer tells the kids, you did your best, and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try. So true. Okay, let's see what CDs I have. The stuffing's been kicked out of me now. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like any happiness. I don't feel like dredging up any enthusiasm for anything now. I can't tell you what happened. I can't tell you. We all have to keep our secrets, don't we? Every one of us is a one-man spy organization. Oh, Jesus. Alright. First CD. Fu Manchu, King of the Road. Next. Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Next. Pharoah Sanders, Jewels of Thought. I got this because he died recently, like yesterday or day for that. He's 81 years old. Avant-garde jazz guy. Cold Chamber, Dark Days. I don't know why I brought this. It's a pile of shit. Just casting about for anything different to bring. Block Party, A Weekend in the City. I can't remember if that's any good or not. Mike Watts solo record, Ball Hog or Tugboat. Different singer on every track. Blind Melon Soup. And White Zombie Astro Creep 2000. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. As I said, I just get tired of listening to the same shit all the damn time. I don't understand people who can listen to the Beatles every day the rest of their fucking lives. I used to love Zeppelin, but I can't listen to them anymore. Just sick of them. Sick of them. It's strange how I can still listen to Black Sabbath. I don't know why I haven't burned them out yet. Got a couple of topics to go over. This damn collar on this jacket is itching the hell out of me. Alright, let's see what we got. Hold on. Just give me a second. I gotta get the damn cruise control set. Ramming speed. Alright. First topic, Planet of the Apes toys. The main anecdote in connection with this topic is I had to go into the hospital when I was about, Christ, I don't know, 5 maybe, 4 or 5, somewhere in there, for tonsils or pneumonia. I can't remember. There was 2 incidents where I had to go in the hospital. Anyway, I was a big fan of the Planet of the Apes TV show, not the animated one, but the other one. And I think I liked the movies too, whenever I could see them on TV. But anyway, a day or two, I mean, I must not have been that sick. I don't know what was going on. It must have been the tonsils thing. But like a day or two before I'm scheduled to go into the hospital, I was poking around in the kitchen, and I climbed up on the counter, and I was going through the cabinets, and there, to my shock, was a little Planet of the Apes playset. I think it had, they were like, little, what do you say, 3 inches tall figures, plastic figures. They're not posable or anything. I think there was a horse and a cart. There's an ape with a rifle on on the horse, and maybe 1 or 2 figures with it. I can't remember. Just enough stuff, and you could make a little play pretend time with yourself with it. Anyway, my mother had bought it for me as some sort of, like treat to compensate for having to go to the hospital. And so I took it out of the cabinet and took it to her and was like, "What the hell is this?" And she goes, "Oh, this is my mother for you." "Oh, I bought that for some other little boy." Of course, later she gave it to me and said, "You weren't supposed to find that." What she didn't say was, I had to come up with a convenient lie to cover it up. Anyway, alright, that's the first thing. I don't think I got to see the animated show that much. Alright, over the weekend, I discovered Gilbert Gottfried's podcast. It's a couple of episodes, a couple of chopped up episodes on YouTube. And some of the episodes are good, and some of them are just sort of him and some friends reciting a litany of movies from the past or actors from the past. Not much substance to it beyond just that. And a lot of it is them attempting to do impressions of these people from the past, actors that they knew growing up. And it reminded me that one of them was doing an impression of Gregory Peck in Moby Dick, and it got me to thinking about one of my favorite lines from James Mason. In the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Captain Nemo is sharing a cigar with Professor Aronnax. And Professor Aronnax is smoking. He goes, "Oh, it's good, but different somehow. Havana?" And James Mason says, "Seaweed." I can't do it right now. Seaweed. The way he says it. Oh my God. Oh Christ. I hate that feeling where, you're just buoyant enough that you feel like maybe I'll be able to stagger through another day of this unending slog, and then something happens Oh, God. I watched or listened to the latest George Rockwell Schmidt Sans Hosen podcast and on YouTube, where he reveals that he and his wife are now living in a 2-bedroom trailer on a dirt road in Kentucky. And what struck me the most about all that was, clearly he doesn't have a job except other than putting up YouTube videos, but he's not making the big bucks, but he is making a living. He's making enough to live modestly. Clearly he must not be in debt up to his eyeballs as I am. I never got any good advice growing up. The advice I got was all just pie in the sky horse shit. It wasn't related to anything practical. And by practical, I mean what's really going to happen. When I started going to college, my dad told me, now what you're going to want to do is take all of your hardest classes first, which is baloney. My wife's father told her, college is a whole different world. Just play around at first. Take classes that are fun and interesting to you. Just get used to the whole thing. No, I'm stuck. They sent me to this insane asylum of a private Christian school where their emphasis was not on education, on preparation for real life. It was on thoroughly brainwashing these children into believing that Christianity is the only way to live your life and the Republican Party is the only viable choice for running this country. That was all they cared about. That was it. And so I never did homework, ever. I skated through that school with basically a low C average and never did any work because I didn't have to do any work. When I got to college, I knew nothing about studying or work. They should have left me in public school. I don't know. Stand for the flag and kneel for the cross. That's what some asshole has on his car next to me. No, I'm sorry, his truck. Okay, I think I've wasted enough of everyone's time. Such is the rest of my life.